Play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
It's a gain of 6.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Lion.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Watson. Open man left side as the tight end long. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. He's got Smith here. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. 30. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Seibert on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Lions 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ingram, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Eagles 28, Lions 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
18 more yards. That's another.
Watson now to throw.
First down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Watson under pressure, and they got to him again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Eagles. T. Higgins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Watson. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. To throw is Watson. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watson looks to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, 45 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Lions 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That's good.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. That throw complete to his tight end Long. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Again, it's Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On play action, Allen. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He got 29 yards that time. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
After the interception, here's Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD? That's
a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's got Long, his tight end complete.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Robert Tonyan,
25 yards for the touchdown.
and the Eagles have got it on cruise control. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Lions 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Leonard Floyd in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Back to throw, Watson.
Open man left side is the tight end long.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen.
That's into the hands of Fortson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now Allen. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Watson's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Trayvon Diggs on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Watson going to keep it again. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Watson. It's caught. Smith. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this down to the 33.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now it's Watson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
20-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Watson. Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelsey. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
That's good. Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Watson. Oh, he dropped it.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Over the middle to Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Stop short of the goal line. 1 of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs to the 43, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And they'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Able to find Lazard. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
It's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Eagles, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener.
And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington Commanders.